Well, hello. I'm Gloria Gilbert, Founding Director of Sustainable Westford. We are here today to tell you about one of our programs, the Westford Farmers Market, which is coming up fairly soon. We are a nonprofit, all-volunteer organization, and there's a lot of people that make this such a successful community event. I'd like to introduce and welcome all of our volunteers today, starting with Bill Harmon. Bill Harmon is our music coordinator. Chelsea Polevi is new this year. She is our intern. She can talk about that in just a minute. And Paul Leary is also new this year to our market. Paul is going to be in charge of collecting electronic recyclables. And to my right is the heart of our market, Anna Hartman. She's manager of the children's program. And then there's August Posh, David Rand, and our outgoing senior market manager, John Gallucci. Welcome, everybody. So pleased to have you guys here. I think one of the greatest things about the market is the community goodwill that we promote, and I know that the music is such an integral part of making markets so special. So if, Bill, can we just have a few words?
Yes, I'll describe it. You know, although I think I would say it's the common, the Westford Common, to me, that's the really special thing about the Westford Farmers Market. We have our own bandstand, which was recently built there. It's new, but it's a perfect copy of the old historical bandstand from many years ago, the 1800s.
Don't we have a picture of that?
Maybe so.
Okay.
If so, it'll be coming up in a minute. The bandstand has a cover in case it rains. Usually it doesn't rain, but if it rains, we have the music continuing anyway. Here we are, and you can see the cover there is a tarp, and the bandstand it's not big enough for a whole concert band, but we've had there's a band from the Cameron Center that comes over. They're called the Upbeats, and when they play, it's very loud. And very nice, very old-fashioned, and people would be snapping their fingers.
That's fun. There's this is pre-bandstand, isn't that?
Oh, there's a picture from years ago. Yeah, that's Leslie Heidelman, and she's a piano teacher extraordinaire.
Yes.
And when she came, you don't see them in the picture there, but she had about 10 little youngsters who play beautifully, and they all went in one at a time and played. And so this is an example of the kind of music we have. It's informal. There can be some students who've just learned a piece. I know there's some expert musicians here today in our group, but there also are some just starting ones that come and play. So anyway, the point we want to make today is that this is available for anyone else who's a musician. Every once in a while I meet a musician I didn't know before, and I'm the contact person for those of you.
Bill, can you elaborate on that
that
photo?
picture there? Well, I think that was when we had the, what do you call it?
Halloween dance jam.
Yeah, everybody dressed up in some kind of an outfit.
That's lovely.
By the way, I used to be in the fox hunter outfit, so that wasn't a costume. That's what we had to wear when we were riding horses.
That's a real hat.
Yeah. Actually came from my grandfather. Getting off the subject a little there, but we do have a lot of fun over there at Farmers Market.
Now, how do they get in touch with, if someone's interested in playing?
Well,
August, would you happen to know that answer? If your friends at the Westford Academy want to play at the Farmers Market, what do you do?
I think they could email you and let them, or email him.
Email me, Bill Harmon. Yeah.
It's on the website.
Okay, so you can find the email address on the website and email Bill, and you can probably get a chance to play because we're always looking for more people.
That's right.
Awesome. Okay. I'd like to take a minute and just introduce our intern this summer, Chelsea Polevi. Chelsea, if you want to give us a little bit of background about what you're studying and why it's such a great fit that you're helping out this organization.
I'm studying at UMass Amherst. I'm studying environmental science and natural resource conservation. Yeah, so obviously I'm very passionate about the environment and about sustainability. So I'm really excited to be able to work with you guys this summer at the farmers market. You know, producing your own food is really the best way to be sustainable, and that's what all the vendors do. So I'm really excited to just have this opportunity to work with the vendors and work with all of you guys.
Yeah. Can you just describe your first handful of days, what you've done so far?
So right now what we're focusing on is finding sponsors for the market, and we're also writing some grant proposals.
Okay. Thank you very, very much. And Paul, to last guy on my left, Paul Leary, you want to tell us a little bit about your involvement with the Westford Farmers Market this season?
I will be there for the first time. I will be taking recycled computers, like laptops, desktops. There's probably a list that's going to come up in a moment.
Oh, good.
And I'm just there to recycle so they don't end up in our landfills and stuff like that.
So what kind of items, like give me a for instance, on low tech?
Laptops, desktops, like printers, ink, batteries.
Cell phones?
Yes, cell phones. And
I got some of
there
those.
you go.
scanner, yep, switches, towers, servers, printers, modems, monitors. I'll
Do we-
take the LCD.
Do we charge a fee for these?
No, I don't.
Really?
Yep.
And let me ask you, I have to assume you're going to dispose of them in a environmentally conscientious way?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you. That's a great service. I think.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. So that's an exciting part of this year, I think. I'd love to introduce, you know, the heart of the volunteer group. The kids just make it such a happy, happy place. I just love them to pieces. I think this is the most gratifying piece of work that we do. Would you agree?
I would agree with
Yes.
you, Gloria.
We love these kids. You know, first, I think John, our outgoing senior market manager, needs to be commended for all of the work that he has done. Can you tell us about your involvement, John? I mean, you've been with us for how long, and you started doing what exactly?
This is my fourth year now, and I began, you know, just as a normal little volunteer, just helping set things up and doing the odd jobs and whatnot. And then as time went on, and I guess I gained more experience, then I actually rose up and became a leader, and that's a pretty valuable experience. I think there's two big things that I've learned. Is one is when you're helping out the vendors and whatnot, you're not just helping a couple of people who are selling fruits and vegetables. You're helping a community, I guess, thrive and live. And then another thing is that when you work for other people, you kind of learn a little bit about yourself and what you're made of.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And didn't you get your start with your big brother?
Yes. Oh, yes. Michael, my brother, he was the manager before me. Oh, actually, technically, then Corey stepped in and mentored me. But yeah, he was in there as well.
So we actually have legacy.
We do.
Yes, and I think August Posh, you have legacy as well.
I do. My sister did the market, and that's how I got involved. I think I started as a freshman, but she had already been doing the market for 1 or 2 years and roped me in, and I'm glad she did. So,
what do you enjoy most about the market?
I think I think it's nice to be outside on a nice day. Honestly,
even when it's raining, it's nice though.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Okay.
Even in the rain.
And the environment with everyone going around getting, their fresh produce or bagels or whatever they're getting, it's a nice environment, and I also enjoy buying a couple of my own items to eat. But in regards to volunteering, I think we work really well together as a team, and that's something I look forward to every week.
I'm impressed with all of you guys as a Westford Academy team. I'd agree, I'm sure. You just see these kids just love each other and get to know each other and learn to communicate with each other, make decisions. So I just love seeing all of that grow year after year. Anna Hartman. Anna, what can I say? We love having you in charge of the small children.
I love being at the market.
Yeah. Do you want to tell us about the children's program and what you plan on doing and all of that good stuff.
Well, every week there are 2 children's tables technically. One of them is just face painting. It's free and just volunteers. They just paint kids' faces. They do whatever the children want. The other table is a planned activity that usually either goes with the theme of the week. A lot of times we have different themes. Like around 4th of July we have red, white, and blue. It's either goes with the theme or it has a theme of kind of healthy living, green living, the sustainable Westford theme. So one week last year we taught kids how to plant seeds in little Pringles cups, and
that's cool.
It's just a lot of fun because in order to have your community just become more aware about these kinds of things, you have to start educating kids at a young age about it. And if you can inspire that kind of healthy living when they're that young, it's going to continue for their whole life.
I
And
love that.
I mean,
Yeah.
I love the kids too. So.
Yes, you do, and they love you. It's so obvious. It's so cool to see. Jumping over to David, just for a sec. So, David, you've been with us for a couple of winter markets, right?
Yeah, I
And-
hopped on board like about 2 years ago. 2 years ago.
Yeah?
With the winter market,
Uh-huh.
and it was like earlier located at what used to be Eric's garden shop,
Yeah.
and now we have like a winter series instead, and I've helped out with that too, as in addition to like the summer market, which has been just a lot of fun, and glad to say that I did it, and I'm glad to be back.
You're responsible for what particular task this season?
This season, well,
Are you
right-
developing the weekly theme?
Yeah, I'm developing the weekly theme.
Oh, that'll be
So,
good. I can hardly wait.
Every
Red,
2
white, and
weeks,
blue?
we'll have
That was
a
my
weekly
example.
theme for the market, as Anna mentioned earlier. We're kicking it off on the week of 4th of July with the red, white, and blue theme, and then it's really top secret right now, so I can't tell you the rest of the themes, but they're going to be awesome.
Can I divulge the exciting secret that I had?
Exciting secret, but I thought it was
Oh, the
top
one you said earlier?
secret.
Yeah, because we have to recruit. We have
Alrighty.
to recruit for a flash mob.
Flash mob? Yeah, yeah. Top secret flash mob.
But they don't know when. They don't know when. So if anyone is interested in doing a little bit of a dance
see.
flash mob, they can contact the farmers market or any of the market
contact
managers.
Anyone
Just
at all in
anyone.
Westford?
Oh yeah, small kids, seniors. We take them all. We're just very, very inclusive.
The farmers market loves everyone.
For the most part, I think so. So, I'm going to ask you guys as a group, basically, what do you guys get out of your volunteering at the market? Like, what motivates you guys to commit? You've got 20 weeks committed. I mean, that's tough. I mean, it's very different than a photography club. It's different. Can you guys tell me, what makes you do what you do?
Oh, well, there's like a definite social aspect to it, and it's just a lot of fun. And it's nice to be somewhere that, in a place that brings people like of all ages, of all everything pretty much together. So I'm glad to be there for the most part.
And that's the social aspect. Would you say that's the big draw for most of you guys?
I think the social aspect is a draw for me. That's one of the main things I get out of it is I'm able to see my friends in the summer and also help do something valuable. And on the second part, I think it's important for me to feel like I'm doing something worthwhile and making a difference in the world. And I think the Westford Farmers Market allows me to do that.
John, you want?
I more or less second that right there. Once you're doing it for a while, it becomes like a real commitment, not just to work or whatnot, not to yourself, but to the community, because that's who you're helping out there. And if you don't go, then you kind of feel like you're letting them down. So that's probably a big motivating factor why I've remained so long and such.
Yeah, I think that a lot of kids our age, high school age kids, they get involved in their school communities, but they don't get involved in just their town communities. And I think that whether you volunteer at the farmers market or you just attend, it's just a really great, positive experience, and you can just be yourself there, get lots of vitamin D, get some good food.
That's right.
And I love volunteering here. My friends are here. I make new friends. And
You know, you brought up a really good point. One thing I actually just thought of, you're right about the community, and a lot of times the students are so engrossed into the high school scene. I mean, it's where they spend all of their time. But once they graduate, sometimes it's like, you know, well, where do you go from here in Westford? And I know that we have had, I think there's a photo of the Westford Academy alumni little celebration. We have some photos up here. But it's kind of nice to see the alumni come back to the market. I mean, I'm hoping, you know, Corey, John, Michael, and all of the old-timers continue to help out on a certain level. So we have a lot of pictures that I would love to see. Do you guys want to talk about some of the responsibilities as a market managing group? What do you guys do? What are you in charge of?
Do you mean like the tasks that we do every day, or you mean managerially?
Well, you know, right there, this is an organizational meeting. Just the other day, and we have a great team.
Wasn't that yesterday?
Yeah, it seems like yesterday. And Chipotle sponsored the food, which is wonderful. But you guys talked about, for the most part, you're organizing, you're trying to set up, and this is part of your responsibility for setting up the vendors for this year. I think John, that's John and Sally. Sally will be back.
Corey in the middle.
This is Anna. This
Yeah,
is
that was one of
partly-
the children's activities. One week we set up a bunch of like stakes and tie lines around the center of the common, and we had a road race, and it was really fun.
Yeah.
Good. They liked it.
Olympics week.
Yeah, that was the week of the
Gymnastics, yeah.
Olympics. Yeah, so you can see the face painting table in there.
So all of these children's programs. There's
cool.
I like that
David
face.
doing a wonderful job with the small children. Working hard, Anna.
Being excited.
Hardly working.
Hey, hardly
Just
working.
kidding.
That's August in the back.
We had fun with pizza boxes.
Yeah.
That was like our last day, I think, we got pizza.
Yeah. There's a few other good slides that I'd like to see if we can move into. Okay, some of the vendors that we can talk about is, this one is the Healthy Kids Coalition, and it's one of our other programs. We're working in the lunch program with the food service director, and also we had a program at the high school, a nutrition club. Here is the upcycle. You guys want to expand on what you guys are doing there with the upcycle?
Yeah, so Upcycle is a program where you can get rid of your old candy wrappers and wrappers from pretzels, chips, yeah, all sorts of things. And instead of throwing them away, you give them to Upcycle, and they are made into other items, like I think backpacks and
Purses and pencil cases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in addition, 2 cents is donated to the Westford schools for each item that is donated, each leftover wrapper.
It's a lot of
And-
candy bar wrappers, a lot of chip bags.
Yeah, a lot of the
Yeah.
upcycle materials are things that you would expect to be able to recycle, but you don't want to throw them away either. And so if by bringing them to upcycle, you find a cool way to recycle it. Instead of just sending it off to be recycled, you have it just directly affect your community.
Because we take that money, and so far we've, do you guys know the totals?
I think it's 6,000.
8,000.
It's 8,000. Currently, it's more like 8,000, and we gift that back in mini green grants to the schools, Stony Brook, and all of the schools have applied for those little
In
mini
my
green
case,
grants.
it's Fig Newtons. I always get Fig Newtons, and these packages are upcyclable. And that material is very strong, that these Fig Newtons and potato chips come in.
plastic.
It's a very hardy plastic. And so it's really good that it's being reused.
Yeah, so yeah, save all your chip bags and candy wrapper bags, and even toothpaste,
And pens.
empty toothpaste.
Stuff
Really?
you wouldn't expect.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And pens, all of that. Just bring it to the Westford Farmers Market, and the kids will collect it, and we'll make money and do mini green grants. Can we go through a few of the other pictures? Oh, you know what? This is just. Do you guys want to talk this about the vendors? We have not only our little Healthy Kids and Upcycle. There's the produce vendors. That's Dragonfly Farm. What are your responsibilities to the vendors, guys? Do you?
Well, we kind of help them get started at the beginning of the market. We try to set up their tents or whatever if they need it, get them on their feet. And then during the day, we kind of let them do their thing, sell their stuff. But we'll come around and ask them, offer them some refreshments, get them through a hot day or something like that. See if they need anything. Then we're kind of always there for them. So we don't just sit there and on our little island. And just leave the vendors to fend themselves.
Yeah,
so.
you guys make change for the vendors as well, and
right.
I think you relieve them occasionally when they need to take that break.
Yes. Oh yeah.
If they need to go to their car or something, then
We'll
you
there.
might stand at their place for a couple minutes.
Now, the vendors still parking over at Ellen's 39 Main Street this year?
Yes, they are.
Yes, it is.
Because I have to carry a lot of computers possibly, so how far is that from?
It's probably,
Well, wait, you would use the temporary parking on Lincoln
Yes.
Street.
All right.
You know, for loading and unloading, we all park temporarily on Lincoln Street, which is really good because then we don't have to cross a road at all.
Right.
And then, but then we have to move the car away once we've loaded or unloaded. So that's what
All right.
that's what you would do.
I was just
and there's
curious
a lot
about
of
that.
WA volunteers in the red shirt this year. Is it red?
Oh.
Are we doing
Yeah,
red?
We're doing red.
Okay.
It's always been
Okay.
red. It's
And
always
they're
been
always
red.
here, and they're great kids, and they love doing physical labor. Here you go.
All the time.
All the time, rain or shine.
We love pulling chairs and tables out from under the bandstand.
The muddy ones,
Getting cozy
right?
with the
Really hard, but
centipedes.
Yeah.
Slows them down.
What's wrong
Especially
with
when
the
they're muddy
They do a good job.
and have cobwebs on them. We like those the best.
And then they're like 10 feet under, 5 feet
They're
under.
hard to reach. Yeah.
Hard to reach.
Yeah, hard to reach ones are the best ones.
Before I became manager and could just order you guys around to go and do that stuff,
It's a good
I
experience.
actually would take a little bit of pride in that. Michael and I kind of muscling them out and stuff like that, and we'd get a little system to go with. And so yeah, in a way, I kind of miss those days. You guys don't know how lucky you are to be.
You know, John.
It's bittersweet leaving, huh?
I actually do enjoy doing the manual labor, taking those chairs and
Really?
tables out. I'm good at it.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah, you
right?
got a system
Oh, I'm glad to
down
know that.
eventually.
You know what's awesome? The guys are stronger, pretty strong. I mean, not to say the girls aren't, but for some reason, the girls in little flip-flops carrying heavy stuff don't move as quickly, or efficiently as the guys. So it's great to have the guys help us out. Yeah. We have a couple other slides of some of the events. I think I love this. This is the Westford Academy alumni celebration dinner.
Oh, neat.
And let's see, who's there? They're not really alumni here, are they, David?
Yeah.
Anna,
The ones in the back are alumni.
John?
The ones
Yeah.
fighting.
Yeah. So we celebrate our kids. And they had a homemade ravioli dinner served on the common with fresh salad, and they had a ball.
And it was delicious.
It was
Oh,
fun.
good.
Yep.
It was fun. So we appreciate them.
I wasn't even an alumni, and I got to eat it.
That's great.
So we're very open. Here's, of course, everyone knows our Mary Lyman. She's not really part of the farmers market, but she really kind of is.
She's very supportive.
She's always supportive, and I believe that's Senator Nikki Tsongas.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a special celebration. And this
Oh,
is how we
Halloween.
close down our season with the Halloween dance jam. All of the kids come in costume, and the adults come and do their thing. That'll be fun. And of course, do you guys recognize our mascot, Patty Mason? Always, she's always there helping us.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. And okay, so I think
John, I just want to add, you did a very nice job as manager.
Oh, thank
and
you.
there were innumerable times in which some problem developed, and I ran to you and I said, John, what can we do about such and such? And you said, I'll take care of it. And so he was really good, Gloria. He did a nice job.
That's really the number one thing for a manager, because we're the person that needs to solve the problems at times when they come up, and I'm glad to see that I was
good.
able to deliver.
Yeah.
I don't think it's easy as a student to kind of oftentimes as a manager, you have to kind of talk to adults in a very stern way, such as maybe
Parking.
Right.
restrictions, jaywalking, litter, so on and so forth. So I think it takes a very strong fortitude, strength of character to be able to do those type of things, in which I'm sure you guys will be able to rise to the occasion.
We have to step in this year. We have large shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But I think for all of your effort, John, there is a picture of John being celebrated with the state representative.
Yeah, that's right. They gave John an award from the State House.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's,
Oh, here we are right here. Yep.
Principal Antonelli,
Mm-hmm.
the state rep, Jim,
Mm-hmm. And the town manager, Jody Ross.
And this is actually the fall closing. I think we washed all the tables and the tents and the chairs and hauled them off and stored them back at the church. And this was, I think, after the season closed, I think?
Yeah.
A big celebratory thing over at another place.
Karma, right?
Yeah. It was at
Karma.
Karma. Yeah. So I think, do you guys have any other things that you, points that you really want to say that in closing? Okay.
I guess we don't.
All right. Well, I thank you guys all. I think this is going to be a fantastic season. I'm excited about our growth, having a new vendor, electronical recyclables, and new intern. We're going to develop more themes and have a lot of great children's program events coming up.
Yeah,
So
this
thank
year we're
you.
looking into developing not only arts and crafts for the younger kids, but also a more active program with something like soccer or something for kids who are around like the 8 to 12 ages. So, because a lot of the crafts are for the younger kids, and we just want to include everybody in the market.
So you're going to basically try to get a different age set.
Demographic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. That is wonderful. So thank you guys very much. Thank you all. And thank you for listening.